Hello, my name is Grant. Today I'll be explaining um, Plato's allegory of the cave. So there are four prisoners chained up to a wall, and they could only see in front of them because they couldn't move their head side to side because they were chained up, right? All they could see is shadows of puppets, and that's all they knew, right? Because they've been chained up since childhood, and there was a fire behind them that was there were people holding signs of puppets through the walkway, and that's the shadows that they saw, right? So until one prisoner got freed, um then the prisoner looked behind himself and he saw the fire, and he kind of got blinded for a second because he wasn't used to that type of light. Then he got dragged up the stairs and to actually seeing the real world and the sun for the first time. And he was kind of like blinded at first, right? Because he couldn't see the sun because it was so bright, and he was used to all the dark before then. Then when he actually saw the sun, he pondered and he came to a realization like the sun makes like everything, you know what I mean? Like what it says, it makes the year and makes the seasons. So when he comes back down the stairs to tell his fellow prisoners what he like saw, like the reality, right? He gets mocked because he couldn't see the shadows anymore because he was so used to the sunlight, right? Then when he went back down there, he couldn't, like, everything was kind of shaky for him, and he got made fun of by his fellow prisoners. And he came to a realization that if I tell the truth to my fellow prisoners, they're probably gonna want to kill me, or they're still gonna be mocking me. They're not gonna believe me. And so it took me like 30 minutes to find like a good reason on why, like, I don't know how to say, like, why it's a good comparison, like why being a philosophy student is a good comparison to the freed prisoner. And I was looking back on a video, and it explained Hero's journey, right? And I was like, yeah, I could use this. So the reason I say this is because say we're like the hero in a sense, right? We depart from our religious friend, and we go through trials and tribulations, and the trials or tribulations are this class, the philosophy class. We get challenged every day into thinking new ideas and to think differently, right? That's the whole point. And we try to find reasonings in the truth, and we try to find the truth, right? So say we come back with a new idea that God isn't real, like, but we come back and we present the idea to our religious friend who believes in God and Jesus, right? And we tell him like, hey man, I've been thinking about this new idea, and like there's like almost 100% like truth in this. This is the truth, man. Like, God isn't real. Like, there's no proof that God exists, right? Then he comes back and he says to us like, what are you talking about? Like, he probably like makes fun of you. It's like, what happened to you, bro? Something like that, right? Because that's all he knows is like Jesus. Like, he's super religious, and that's all he knows, right? But we as knowledgeable and enlightened people, right, since we know the truth, um he's not gonna want to believe it because like that's all he knows. And that's like the best comparison I can probably make to why it is fair. It is a fair comparison, but I could also like say like he has his own way of thinking of things, and um like that's the way he thinks, right? He believes in God, he is religious, and maybe there's some sign that he got from God that I didn't get from him, and he truly believes that Jesus Christ is real. We can't really hate on him or be superior to him, and to like like disagreeing on what he believes in, because that's his beliefs and not ours. We can be philosophers and try to reason with the truth, but we don't, like, that's like, I would try to reason with you to, like, say if you're religious and I try to reason with you like that God isn't real. I can only say so much because that's your beliefs, and I can't really like convince you, because if you don't want to take the pill, like there's no point. I can prescribe you the pill, but you don't have to take it, right? That's basically what I thought about, like Plato's allegory of the cave. Thank you.